Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of In the Ring with Christine. I got my girl Sakura in here, and she's going to talk about the Florida Hall of Fame that's coming up. Sakura, how you doing tonight?
Hey, how's it going?
It is going good. I'm so glad to see your beautiful face.
Thank you. You too. And I'm loving them glasses.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So much.
And I love what you're doing with the Team USA. So, welcome back to the country. Where was
Thank
your
you.
last stop?
So I was in Thailand. I was there for the third Olympic qualifiers. It was a long, hard, emotional road, but we did it, and we're back, and we're going to be getting ready for the Olympics. So I leave again on the 16th. So I'm excited.
Paris, here you come.
Girl, yes, it's very,
I
very
know, oui, Cherie.
absolutely French fries.
Okay.
No,
Well,
but
you
I
know,
think a lot of people don't realize. I mean, they know you're involved, and I want you to let everybody know about Boxing Playhouse and everything that you do in boxing. But people don't realize how deep embedded you are in boxing, what you do behind the scenes. So tell everybody where you're coming from and what you're doing.
well, sure. This is just something that Emilio and I had found out, a little late, that they were right in our area the entire time, having these Hall of Fames each year and giving people their flowers while they're living, which
Mhm.
that's the part I love about it, is just, recognizing people for their hard work and their dedication throughout their careers and their lifetime. And then, you know yourself how much it takes and how much time you're away from your real family, helping your boxing family. And
Yeah.
these are things that I felt like, what a great way to celebrate someone and, have their family be a part and finally get some recognition as a family together. And that's these Hall of Fames. Ours in Florida is like a real family feeling when you come, and we're like super excited for all of the inductees. And my main role at this point, I volunteer each year, just, making sure that things are going according to plan, with our fight night usually. And also sometimes now I've been helping with the other expo ish and the production of it, as far as doing the production, as far as like, just creating a schedule and helping the inductees stay on schedule with Bob Alexander for the media interviews that he does. So this year I got something different thrown at me.
Ah, okay. As if you didn't have enough on your plate because it's hard work. It's hard work. So what is the new role, the new hat that you're wearing?
Okay, well, this year they needed me to assist Miss Beth Canton, which is Steve Canton, the president's wife. So she needed donations for the auctions that we're going to do on Friday night this time, instead of the fight card that we normally have.
Okay.
So this year we're going to do a fight card because our matchmaker had passed away
Oh, got it.
earlier this year, and it was like a little too much for
Sure.
the TNK boxing promotions to put together without him, without
Sure.
reorganizing stuff. So we definitely need these items to, have a successful auction and to get everybody involved. I want, they told me that it could be any item. It doesn't have
Okay.
to be a boxing item, but
Okay.
you got a room full of people, and it's all about boxing. So to me, they would be more excited about some of the
Sure.
boxing auction memorabilia items. So that's what I'm requesting and looking for right now, to help out with the organization.
So the everything starts on the 21st of June. Is that correct? To the 23rd?
Yes, that is
Okay,
our
so
date, Friday to Sunday.
so Friday would be the auction. Is that correct?
Yes, we have a cocktail hour. So who don't like
Oh.
that?
Oh.
And then we're going to move on into our auction afterwards with the inductees and everybody there. And then Saturday is going to be our expo. We have seminars with the Boxing Commission for the state of Florida. And we also have the fan experience, where we're going to do a couple of little fun activities, including like the 360 photo booth for the fans and stuff, and also people signing, like the fighters and different people like Joe Cortez, who's our
Okay.
special guest this year. They'll be signing, whatever gloves or whatever it is that you have that you want to get signed to. And then later that evening is the dinner gala, where we dress up and, do a little
Ooh,
foo and wine and dime and start giving out acknowledgments for the night,
I like.
acknowledgement awards. Then Sunday is when they get their rings and they actually get inducted into the Hall of
Oh, see,
Fame.
I
And
just love that. I love
yes.
that. And I love the way you put it too. It's like the family, yes. So the guys and gals are always traveling, they're fighting, they don't have their family with them all the time, depending on where they're fighting, and then they have, their family there to see them receive their flowers in life, which is so important. But let me
Mhm.
ask you, okay, so as far as the auction, so if somebody wants to donate, towards the auction, what does that money go to?
Okay, so I mean, first, of course, it's a nonprofit organization, so we use it to put on other activities throughout the year. But the main thing is that it helps with the after-school program for underprivileged kids
Oh,
down in the Fort Myers area, with the boxing clinic daily and tutors and food, and they send the kids home with food sometimes each week during the summer, especially.
sure.
And so these are the activities that it goes towards mostly.
I love that. So if somebody has something that they want to donate, um, who do they contact? What do they do?
Um, well, yeah, sure. They can just email me or the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame at their website, or messenger me on Facebook. And and we'll just get back to you that way. You can text me. We really don't. I don't
Yeah.
have a preference, as long as the auction item needs to be here by that weekend.
So this is really important because not only does it benefit, you know, well, it benefits the future. I mean, like you said, it's the kids that are going to these after school programs.
Hmm.
Maybe they don't. I don't know. I hate to say it. I mean, I know here we have after school programs. Sometimes that's the only full meal they're going to get. So
Yes.
it's really nice to give back to the community, and that's what boxing is. The boxing gyms, they definitely give back to the community. It's a place for kids and young adults to go. It's their second home. So I really, really, really love that. I really
Yes,
do.
thanks, Christine. And the main thing is that when it comes to these kids, it's also very important for us to start introducing them to boxing, and
Yes,
because it's a generational gap here where it's less and less fans. And if we start gearing these activities towards kids, we're like raising up another generation to love the sport.
absolutely. And it's so important. I mean, it's so important. People don't realize that. So if anyone has anything to donate, it is nonprofit. It's a tax write-off. You're helping the community. I mean, I just think this is so, so important. And
Yes,
then
and
you said
also,
you,
Christine, I just want to point out that Steve Canton has also had a few of these kids that come after school in the amateur program that have become, leading competitive athletes in the USA boxing. So
wow.
it is like, they're getting that old school training with him. You
Yeah,
know,
I love it.
'cause-
No, I
yeah,
love it. It's fabulous. It's the next generation that are coming up, and we do need to take care of them and nurture them and show them, and then so they continue to do it too. They're like, okay, these people donated, they helped me get through these hard times, and I'm going to do the same thing when I get older. It's like even in Colorado, we have a lot of some of the Olympians, former Olympians, they're still Olympians, but former Olympians in the last Olympics, they'll come up and they'll help the next generation. Richard Torres is one that does that all the time.
that's
And I think it's
right. I like
important.
him.
Yeah, it's so important to do that. So then after the auction, y'all have a dinner, y'all have, of course, a mixer, and then y'all have the award ceremony. So, what does it mean to be inducted in the Florida Hall of Fame to these guys and girls?
Oh my God, like I'm like getting texts like every week. Some of them are doing like a countdown. Like they know how
Yes.
many
Oh,
days or they know how many weeks is left till they get their rings, and then it's just like proving something to their families too. I
yes,
mean, a lot of times everybody is not on board and supportive like our men are, Christine.
that's
I
true.
mean, there's some hard times when you're missing events and stuff, and
Yes.
your wife might or your husband might feel like you're taking time that they want from you. So I mean, in a lot of ways, it validates that, hey, look, this did mean something. Like I did accomplish something in my life. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, because it's not always all about people that become world champions.
right.
Sometimes we have trainers from the area. We have
Yeah.
people in Florida that do behind the scenes, like production,
Yeah.
on these events and stuff, and they don't
Like
always do that.
you working so hard, tirelessly without any pay and like trying to get everything together. I mean,
Right.
unsung
Organization.
heroes.
Yeah. Like, so I mean, it's a validation for a lot of these guys and girls when I talk to them. So, and they're super excited. So that's the best part.
That is so awesome. We are gonna watch the AB fight, but you know what? This
Oh
is
yeah.
very important. So we wanted to put it out there. So anyone that wanted to donate to the Florida Hall of Fame and to also highlight Shakura because she is like working so tirelessly behind the scenes and people don't see that. It's like they see boxers, they may see the trainer, but they don't see everything else that goes on, behind the scenes. So I just thought this was really, really important. Um, but yes, we
Thank
are.
you
We're going to
so
let
much.
everybody get to that too.
Okay.
But also, there's a website. I think it's what is it? www dot.
Florida Boxing Hall of Fame.com.
Yes.
And you
Yeah.
spell out Florida. So Florida
Yeah.
Boxing Hall of Fame.com.
Yes.
And there's tickets available to come to the actual events. And there's also a sponsorship area. You can also meet the different inductees and see who's actually getting inducted this year. We got Abner Cherry, who has an amazing story with his world championship, and he was defending his belt the first time when he had a cardiac arrest issue in training.
Seems
Um,
like I remember that story. Yeah.
yes, and he almost died that day, and he's, like he wakes up every day like feeling renewed and blessed. And just it affected his life in so many ways. So he's one person, and then we got Coach Willie Vargas. He was Luis Colazo's trainer. So we got him, and there's some females that's getting inducted, which
Okay.
they started that back a while ago. They did it before the International Hall of Fame started doing it a few years before. So
Love
I
it.
have to credit Florida for like being the first to actually start inducting
Bravo.
women.
That's
Yes,
awesome. I
I
love
love
it.
that too, right?
Yes.
We got some other great people like Boxing Commission Director Timothy Shipman and Christopher Young, referee here that's on the map. So we are just really excited about this class, and we're very excited that it's coming up soon, and everybody is going to have a great time. It's going to be so much fun.
That's
And
great. Wonderful.
Christine, next year you got to come if it's not interfering with
You
your
know what?
Olympics.
It's not going to interfere next year.
Oh,
So
that's right,
I
you won't.
so wanted to come this year, but I'm leaving actually on the 16th. We have
Uh-huh.
Colorado, Germany, and then we're going to Paris, and I won't be
Yes.
home till mid August. But next
Well,
year
you have
I'm
the
there.
amazing excuse. That's the best
I'm
excuse in the world.
Right. Next year, we're not having the Olympics. We
That's
still got to
true.
wait another 4 years. So I'm going to be there. And I had really said, you know what? If I'm in town, I'm going. But I'm definitely going to make it for next year. So I'm excited. And I love and respect everything that you do, in boxing, period. I mean, I don't know. There may be some people that don't know who you are. They must be living under a rock. But for
Whatever.
anybody, seriously, this woman is one of the hardest working women in boxing and an unsung hero as well. So
Oh, thanks.
I love and respect you and admire you, and
No,
I
no.
love
I
everything
love and
you
respect you and admire you.
do. Well, we found each other and it's fabulous, and we're going to keep on uplifting and helping, and that's what we're supposed to do. And I just,
Absolutely.
everybody's gonna get off here and watch the fights. So before we let them do that,
Me too.
yeah, I know, me too, me too, me too.
We're excited, guys. We are excited.
We are excited. We are. But I want you to tell everybody where they can find you in case they don't know, and everything that you do.
Sure. Well, my company is Boxing Playhouse Inc. So we have IG, we have our own website, boxingplayhouse.com. Facebook is Playhouse Entertainment. I don't really be on Twitter that much, but
Girl,
that's
look,
Christine's domain
these
there.
Twitter streets are hot, and I don't even know. Like people, they'll put your name out there. You don't even know who they are.
Yeah, what they
So
talking about? Hey, they like the coat ride over there at on X. So I can't deal with that.
smart woman. Smart woman. Very smart woman. No, I thank you so much for taking this time out. I really wanted everybody to be aware of what's going on because these events are very, very important, for the community and for the champs that have done things for them to get their flowers in life. Because a lot of times we have these, special ceremonies and the people have already passed, and what.
That part. Mm-hmm.
So we got to do it while people are still alive. So I'm
Yeah.
giving you your flowers and telling you how much I respect and love you. Keep doing what you're doing, and anything you need, you can always call me.
Oh, absolutely. And you know that works both ways. I
Yes.
appreciate you all the time. And I tell everyone I can how much of a great friend you are
Thank,
and
thank,
upcoming boxing icon. How about
thank,
that?
thank you so much.
But you know
Well,
what? Before we go, I got to ask you about this AB versus Cobbs fight. Since everybody is bringing it up, they want to know your pick.
man, you know what? Listen, back in the day, AB was. I thought he was going to be the shit. But and then he started like playing around and falling off, and then he'd get serious and come back, serious and come back. And I thought, man, if he would just buckle down and get serious. I mean, he is so talented. He's so
Mhm.
talented. And Cobbs, he's talented too, but not like AB. Cobbs is more of a showman. Well, they both are in different ways. They both,
Yeah, that's why I'm
great
loving that puppet.
pressers,
That
great.
AB puppet is amazing.
Right. So if AB has really been putting in the work, I want to see him succeed. I do. Because I think that at times when you're young, and you have a lot of money and you feel like it's never going to end, you make some stupid choices, and also maybe you don't have the right people around you. And I think he fell into that a little bit. But who doesn't deserve second, third, fourth, fifth chances? Seriously. So I want to see the AB that I knew back in the day. And if I see that guy, he's definitely winning. But if we see the clown that he is sometimes, then Cobbs is going to take it.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what AB is going to show up tonight. He at least lost the weight, but how
Yeah,
much of it was spent losing weight
right.
rather than concentrating on your opponent?
That part.
So I'm not quite sure how that works out. He looked amazing though, and
Yeah,
Cobb, he's a formidable opponent for him at this stage in his career
yeah.
because he's did some upsets on some fighters over there at Golden Boy before,
I mean, Cobbs beat Maurice Hooker, and I thought Maurice Hooker was going to get him out of there. And
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
and Cobbs may not be the most skilled and talented, but we know from what we can see that he's putting the work in the gym.
Right.
You know,
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I can attest to that. Yeah.
yeah.
He did some sparring with one of our colleagues, Spanish Ray,
Uh-huh.
Taino Sosa. So he was saying that, he was doing a lot of sparring with him to prepare for
Yeah.
this fight. But I mean, I just feel like it's a 50-50 fight to me. I feel
I
like,
have to agree with you. I do.
yeah,
Just depending on who shows up.
exactly,
Yeah.
right. Hmm.
No, I totally agree. So, but you know what? I'm glad to see them both in the ring. Let's see what happens. Um, 13 rounds of boxing.
What is that?
The press conference from Blair Cobbs was so cringe. That's why I call him Corn on the Cob, because he's corny. And that's his personality. He likes to be eccentric and like out there.
Yeah, he's being
But
flair.
yeah, exactly. Mexican MGTOW Blair going to win. Broner's gone. Muchos cervezas and dope. Well, I don't know. Allegedly, right? We're saying allegedly, maybe. Um, but we'll see. But nonetheless, I'm glad to see him. Tonight. There's boxing on
Exactly.
Friday. I'm happy. Couldn't complain.
Hard Rock Casino tonight.
Yeah,
It's going down. I mean, look, we got some people that's interested in this fight. So obviously, AB can still draw in a
absolutely.
crowd, which is what gets you more fights. So,
Absolutely. He's going to make that check tonight. That's for sure. So good
mhm,
for him. Good for him. Well, we'll
exactly.
definitely we'll definitely come back again and talk about some more boxing, because I love talking with you, going back and forth, your knowledge and everything. So we're definitely going to do this again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anytime. I just, I'm over here in Orlando right now because Box Lab Promotions over at the Caribe Royale, they're having a fight over here tomorrow night. I mean, I just was over here last weekend because they had another fight card. So they are really kicking butt right now.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm very happy to be included in that each time. So,
Absolutely. That's huge. That's great. Well, I wish
so
you
I'll
the
let you know
best.
how those go, how those fights turn out.
Absolutely. But you know what? That's what it's all about. Showing up to the fights, local, out of town, whatever, being present and supporting. I think that's so, so good. It really is.
Yes, and I have to show them support because whether MVP is here, most valuable promotions, or Matchroom is here, like even when it's just the Box Lab themselves, it's like, hey, we're here for you. We're supporting.
That's great. I love that. And that's why they love you and they keep calling you back.
I hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But everybody get on the fights. We're gonna watch the fights too. I appreciate the chat so much. We have the best chat ever. Of course, I appreciate you, my beautiful girl. And we'll talk so soon. Thanks for taking some time out. And everybody, check
Go get
out,
us some gold,
support him.
girl.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Well,
We
you
need
have a
some
good night.
USA gold.
Yes. You
You
have a
gotta
good
talk to
night.
me about that next time that I'm on. Like, who should I
Okay.
be watching out for?
Okay. That sounds good. That sounds really good.
All
Well, you
right.
have a good night and we'll talk real soon.
All right. Go
Okay.
Jones. Florida's on.
Florida's on. That's right.
Bye.